11 Alive's Dawn White has the story for us tonight.
Well, Jeff, I spoke to a woman who has known him for almost 2 decades, and she tells me that 4 kids who are all in middle and high school are now without a father, and a woman no longer has her husband. That is what the friend of Michael Gidewon tells me. She has known him for about 18 years, and she is among those in the community grieving his sudden and tragic death. This chilly parking lot on a Saturday morning is where police say Michael Gidewon lost his life.
It's just a tragedy altogether.
Dr. Sharita Howard has known Michael for 18 years as both his accountant and friend.
His family meant the world. I know that he loved his wife, his children. He wanted to make sure that he could provide for them regardless of what was happening.
Dr. Howard says Michael immigrated from the East African country of Eritrea to escape violence there and owned several nightclubs with his brother Alex, including the Republic Lounge.
That takes on a whole different dynamic because you're really taking work home at that point. But to be able to overcome all of that and still come here and be successful and still become a very integral part of the city from the standpoint of not just employing, having nightclubs, anything of that nature, but they also had a foundation.
And according to Dr. Howard, Michael also took a personal interest in his workers.
He really cared about his employees. How do I make sure that not only do I hire people, but how do I mentor to them as well? And a lot of people don't do that anymore.
Those who knew and loved Michael are still coming to terms with his death and how he lost his life.
I came to Atlanta in '96. So to see Atlanta in 2023, I don't recognize this Atlanta. And that's the sad part about it. I feel like today we lost a part of that old Atlanta.
Atlanta police haven't said whether they have any suspects, and anyone who heard or saw anything is asked to give them a call.
What about Michael and how he helped people? That seems to be the concurrent theme here, that many of his friends say that he was just someone who was always there when he was needed.
That's exactly what Dr. Howard said. She told me about a time she did not feel well enough to make it to her cancer treatment, and Michael not only had a car show up at her house, but he sent her back home with groceries. She says that is the kind of person he was, always giving back to those close to him.
All right, Don, thank you. Such a sad story. For the very latest updates on this developing saga, make sure that you download the news over the murder of a nightclub owner, Michael Gidewon, continues to ripple across metro Atlanta. 11 Alive's Dawn White joins us now with more. And Dawn, you talked tonight with another one of Michael's close connections. What's he saying about what occurred?
Well, Jeff, Kellen Marcus worked for Michael Gidewon for 7 years at 3 of his different establishments, including the Republic Lounge. Kellen tells me he's still in shock over the sudden death of a man who always tried to help those around him. What happened to a much beloved and respected man in this parking lot is sending shockwaves through the community.
He was like, hey bro, like, you heard? And I was like, what? And he was like, Mike got shot.
It seems surreal for Kellen Marcus.
It's just like a numbness.
The man he looked up to.
He was a former boss of mine when I was a bar back.
Had been shot to death. Atlanta police say an intoxicated customer shot and killed Michael Gidewon after getting thrown out of the club.
You providing jobs, you're providing a place that felt safe. You know what I mean? I know I was always in Republic, like, I stayed in that club because it really felt like a place that it was like, dang, this is kind of like home.
Kellen says Michael was a man of few words who impacted the entire Atlanta community.
Like some people say, just like buy back part of your community and be able to have something that you stand on. Just as a man, it's like, wow, like this person really is doing his thing.
Michael managed several nightclubs and an entertainment company with his brothers.
Just spread love and give love to them because for real, I know that there are people who saw this man every day in and out, and it's like, I know they're hurting.
Kellen knows all too well the realities of gun violence after losing his cousin in 2020 and now his former boss, who remains a friend.
Emotions, I guess, get the best of us in whatever way that you just feel like you take those things into your own hands. It's like, man, you took somebody that would be truly missed.
At this hour, we have reached out to several law enforcement agencies about this case, and so far we're hearing no suspects have been arrested.
All right, what a terrible story. Thank you, Don. 11 Alive has been following this story for you since it first broke yesterday morning. For the very latest developments and reaction to the case, you can head over to 11alive.com.
Before and bath fitter. Now's the time to call Bath Fitter to get a beautiful after. With our unique tub over tub process, there's
Good morning. Today is Monday. It is February the 6th. The year is 2023. I'm outside having a hot cup of coffee. He's slurping on the coffee. Yeah, I'm slurping on coffee. Oh, you idiots. How's you supposed to drink coffee quietly? It's not tea. It's coffee. You're supposed to guzzle it. Anyway, I drink a pot of coffee every morning because it's very good for your liver and it helps to keep things flowing in the right direction. I love coffee too. But anyway, gosh, this was a tough weekend for me. Now, this is a tough video to me because I really didn't want to do this, but everybody kept asking. The owner, Michael Gidewon, I have always had to. I've known this man for years. I've known of him. I've seen him. We've met before. He owned all these nightclubs here in Atlanta, going back to Karma, if I'm correct. All these clubs, him and his brother. And this is my problem with this, y'all. As a black man, I'm frightened and afraid to open a business in a black community. Because in so many instances, because you own a business in the black community, I have had so many friends and associates that I've known who have been killed, who own businesses in black communities. They were the owner. And you become a target in a community that you're serving. You're giving back to the community when we desperately need restaurants, stores, coffee houses, retail, barbershops, owned by black folks, owned by black people, and the customers and the people you serve come in and kill you. And I've seen this so often in so many places, not just Atlanta, but various cities, where the owner is killed right outside the place that they own by somebody else black. This is frightening to me, and this is insane. There's so much hatred, jealous, and envy in our community that it is deadly. And I've known this for years. That's one of the reasons why I stopped renovating houses, because I had so many confrontations with black contractors who were working for me, and they almost like threatened my life, and I said, okay, this ain't working. Because they see you as in a position of power because you're hiring them and paying them. And one little small infraction or disagreement, you could be killed. And I said, no, this ain't working. Yeah, I'll be very honest with you. I began banning quite a few of them, those contractors that I couldn't deal with from my job sites, because it just got to a point where the behaviors towards me, I'm the boss who's paying you, was unacceptable. And I wasn't about to argue and fuss with you over the quality of the work and the things we've done. This was many years ago. But I learned something through that experience, is that one little incident, one little problem, we can't figure it out. We can't sit down and say, let's kind of work through this. It's something about our culture that I can't put my finger on. And when I work with other contractors of various cultures, Hispanic or white, and we had an issue, we figured it out. When I was dealing with my brothers, particularly, it would just explode, and I'd be like, okay, what is going on here? Can we get this fixed? Or is this, and it would just escalate to something ridiculous, to the point where I just said, I can't deal with this. And I hated to do that job, but I had to do something to protect my life and my safety and my job site safety. I couldn't take this argument back and forth, this explosion, this anger. Where did it come from? Who knew? It just out of nowhere. So I just said, you know what? But this man lost his life outside his club. A father of 4 children, married, doing something responsible, something to help the community. This has really saddened me. And like I said, y'all, I've seen this so often now. And there's just no way you can get me to open up a restaurant or a club in certain communities. I'm not doing it. It's just too dangerous. Especially catering to a certain clientele, niggas. You don't want to be that way. You want to help do things that help our community that are positive. And another issue too, I definitely wouldn't be serving no liquor. And I've learned to. We started drinking. In fact, liquor is now officially banned in any event at my home. Ain't gonna be no events over here any damn way. But in the event, there is an event over here: birthday party, bar mitzvah, wedding, divorce, celebration. No liquor, because people get to drinking and act a damn fool. I don't want it around me. I'm getting to the point where I say, okay, enough. Y'all niggas don't know how to drink and be sociable. Y'all drink to get drunk and act a damn fool. You can't come in here with that bullshit. I'm serious. So I had a friend who came into town. He popped in yesterday. He's like, anything to drink in here? Anything to drink? He's looking for liquor. I say, ain't no liquor in here. Try to hit that mess. There's liquor in here, but I hit it way out deep. I'm tired of you niggas coming over here drinking and partying, smoking, acting a damn fool. Enough. When I go to somebody's house, I know to have a little drink, be respectful. You don't drink to get drunk at somebody's house. Who does that, niggas? That man lost his life over some bullshit. The sad part is the person who killed him, he knew that guy. They knew each other. This is not a stranger. He knew that guy. They knew each other. That's the problem that bothers me most. Man, I've talked to several people. They say he knew that guy. When they're looking for the guy, they know who it is. They're gonna get him, lock him up. He's running. They'll catch him. He probably turned himself in today after he's sobered up. That's another thing about getting drunk and you got a gun. What's the purpose? I'm gonna get my gun, and then you kill somebody and spend the rest of your fucking dumbass life behind bars in prison. Then you're probably in prison thinking, what the fuck did I do that shit for? Damn, I was drunk. Maybe you don't need to drink. That's what I said. No more liquor over here. I don't want any friends or family members coming to my home drinking to get drunk. That's a wrap. I don't want that mess over here because then you get drunk and act a damn fool. And I'm like, okay, y'all can't get drunk and just act. Have a drink or two and go your dumb ass home. Too much nigga shit for me. This really has pissed me off. But y'all, we will kill each other in a heartbeat. Welcome to Niggerville, y'all. This man didn't deserve this. He didn't deserve that when he was giving back to the community, serving the community, giving Atlanta stuff that they wanted and people enjoyed. I've been to his clubs in places, and I've been to the Republic, and I've been to places him and his brother owned. There's something about our culture that's deadly. How we'll kill each other for the slightest infraction or disagreement. There's always drugs and alcohol and liquor and involved in it, this craziness. I've never went anywhere in my entire life and drank until I was drunk as a fucking skunk. But I've had events and parties. When I used to throw parties and pool parties, people would get drunk, sloppy drunk. And I was like, what is going on? Why do y'all get so drunk? Yeah, that's why one of the reasons why I stopped having pool parties. That's okay, enough of these drunk motherfuckers coming over here acting a damn fool. Enough. Running, pissing out and walking down the street, peeing and all in my neighbor's yards and stuff. My neighbors are going to be crazy because y'all invited these drunk, ignorant ass niggas over. Nope, that's over with. That's a wrap. That's a wrap in more ways than one. Y'all just don't know. There ain't nothing going on in this damn house. I don't give a fuck what didn't happen. Don't come to my house talking about we gonna be sitting there and celebrating. We ain't celebrating shit over here. I will meet y'all at the Piccadilly's up the street where they don't have liquor. Enough of that shit. I'm tired of these ignorant niggas. And there have been some incidents that got very close to violence in my own home with family members and friends who were drunk. So I know what took place at that club. I'm not no fool. People get to drinking and acting a fool and it just gets ridiculous. It's sad. I don't want it in my house. If I ever open up a business, I can't do that liquor. This is a dry restaurant here. You can have some water. We got some Kool-Aid over there, some 7-Up, some Coca-Cola or Pepsi, whatever you want, but ain't none of that liquor over here. We ain't got no liquor in here. You ain't no liquor in this motherfucker, honey. Go home and drink. You do whatever you're going to do inside and get the hell out of here. But I would never open up a business that caters to a certain clientele. I ain't not that stupid, honey. Niggas act too much of a bigger. I want a business that caters to everybody, a wide range of people. I saw a video of a black man drunk in a casino somewhere over there. I don't know if y'all saw that video. That man was drunk. It was horrible. He drank all that liquor. He was drunk and cussing folks out and acting a fool. Big guy. I was like, what is And somebody pulled out a phone and recorded him drunk, acting a damn fool. They had to throw him out the casino. The fact that you get thrown out of a place of business, and this is very. Over the years, I've lost quite a few friends here in Atlanta outside these clubs. When somebody get drunk and come back with a fucking gun, I'm gonna come back. They didn't threw me out the club. I'm coming back to shoot up the club. You could people see me. I'll be at the gym. I'll be working out someplace. I remember one time I was at a rib restaurant picking up some ribs a few years back. This guy came to me and said, "Man, I own this and own this. And I really, I'm looking for big guys who can work security." I was like, "Man, we ain't about to die out here for y'all clubs and restaurants in Atlanta. We not died. I lost enough friends already who have died. I had a friend who was doing bodyguard work for, I'm not going to say the celebrity's name, they were in New York City. He was stabbed multiple times in this well-known restaurant or club in New York City trying to protect this well-known celebrity, and almost died over nothing. Nothing. I don't know what to say. Our culture is just too deadly. We will kill each other in a heartbeat. We don't have any regard for another person's life. And if y'all looking for Ginger and Grace, and they're right in that room over there, I was tired of it this morning. I had to, we've been having some, I pay $407 a month for Xfinity over here, and I'm about to drop this mess. I've had so many problems with this mess over here. It hardly works half the time. They come in, they fix it, and it goes back out, it's back and forth. Finally, the guy came in and said they installed everything wrong. He reinstalled everything. And he's been out here several times. I'm just over it. I'm paying $400 a month for this mess, and I'm just tired of it. I don't want to pay this for this any longer. I have had enough. But it is beautiful out here. Let's just comment on that. I'm sitting on this deck out here, y'all. The birds are chirping, the deer running around. Niggas and gunshots out here. It's quiet over here. It's beautiful out here. It's beautiful. Ooh, my laptop. Dang, it's about to die. It ran out of power. So this laptop's about to shut down. I thought I had plugged it up to charge it. But anyway, so it's going to be a short video because it's about to die. It just popped up there. Damn. Must have got charged last night. Anyway, let me do this now. Today is Monday, February 6th. The year is 2023. I look forward to reading y'all's comments. I'm sorry about this because I sure thought I had charged this laptop. I got to cancel this right now because it's about to shut down. I'm out. I don't want to lose this video. I'm out of here, and I'll speak to you all later. I'll come back later to do another video.